Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for our Stuba webinar, and we are delighted to be welcoming our friends from Pensacola. So we've got Kaya Mann, who's actually joining us from Florida, and we've also got Becky, who's from the UK representative office, who have joined us today. So thank you to Kaya and Becky for taking time out of their busy days, and also to you, our agent. So thank you very much for joining us today. And we are going to learn today about a relatively undiscovered Florida gem. And we've been working with this destination for a while now, and it is indeed that. It is a gem. So we've got a fantastic destination in store for you. So a couple of things. We've got some prizes today. We've got a goodie bag as a prize. So listen carefully. And at the end of the webinar, we'll be asking a question, and it will be fastest fingers first in the chat room for that prize. And then the second one is by attending this afternoon, you've entered yourself into our quarterly webinar draw, where there's the opportunity to win £150 in Stuba vouchers. So you'll all get an entry into that, and you'll get an entry every time you attend one of our webinars. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to hand over to the lovely Kaya, who's become a good friend of ours here at Stuba. Good afternoon, Kaya.
Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today to learn all things about Pensacola, Florida, a destination that is rarely heard of, but a beautiful place that you should definitely know of.
Excellent.
All right. So I'm going to start off with this little video just to give you a little taste of what Pensacola has to offer. All right. So that's just a little tidbit of what Pensacola has to offer. And you can see there's a wide range of things that we do have available here in Pensacola. As you can see, we have our beautiful beaches, but also we have a lot of other things going on here, like the US Navy Blue Angels. We have a lot of great activities to do throughout the year, a beautiful downtown, and a lot of history events all through the year, which I will go definitely into. But just some key facts about the destination. We are a great time to travel here is between autumn and spring. Beautiful weather, about 70, 80 degrees at the very high. Gorgeous sunsets, but also not a lot of activity going on. So you just about have the whole entire destination to yourself. And then we also have all types of lodging units, whether it's hotels, condos, or houses available. We have two different beaches, Pensacola Beach and Perdido Key, that stretches over 40 miles of wide open beaches. And we do have a beautiful, thriving coastal city in the downtown area of Pensacola that is very walkable. So let me go into some key elements about Pensacola.
And whilst you're switching the kite, just to let those folks who don't already know, the Blue Angels are the equivalent of our Red Arrows, and they're actually housed in and around Pensacola. So that's quite something.
Yes, and I'll definitely show you a lot more about the Blue Angels, but we're definitely proud to be home to the US Navy Blue Angels. And they are such a treat to any guest that comes into the area because they practice twice a week throughout the destination. And so when you're not expecting it and you see it, it's overwhelmingly wowed.
Yeah,
But one thing about Pensacola is our location. We're on the panhandle of Florida, so the northwest of Florida, right on the Alabama line. As you can see, we are right near New Orleans, so we're only 3 hours east of New Orleans, 4 hours south of Birmingham, 5 hours south of Nashville and Atlanta, and about 5 hours west of Jacksonville. But between all of that, we actually have the largest airport between New Orleans and Jacksonville, and we're serving all major flights and over 30 nonstop flights throughout the US. And we have direct connectivity to New York City, Atlanta, and in Miami, making it very easy to get to. One great thing about us is we are such a great destination for a beach destination when you're creating the Deep South itinerary. It's a perfect stop when you need a little beach in the vacation.
And just to add in here, because from the UK, I've done it a number of times where you go via Atlanta into Pensacola, and it's super simple from anywhere in the UK to Atlanta, and then the flight from Atlanta to Pensacola is only a really short up and then down again. So it's a super simple connection to get there.
Yeah, and also Becky, we've also spoken about with the close proximity to New Orleans. I mean, talk about a fantastic two-center of doing a beach come city two-center itinerary. With your magnificent beaches and then the uniqueness of New Orleans, that's quite a two-center, isn't it?
It is. It's the perfect itinerary. And it's an easy drive, literally the quickest, easiest drive you can think of. And it's a lot of scenery in between as well. And we're only about 30 minutes away from a Buc-ee's in between. So if you want to have the guest stop at a Buc-ee's, stop at the Buc-ee's and then come to Pensacola. I heard that they are very interested in Buc-ee's these days.
Now, I'm going to have to plead some ignorance here. You're going to have to help me with Buc-ee's. I'm clearly not got my finger on the pulse here. So what's the Buc-ee's?
Okay, so Buc-ee's is a huge gas station that's actually out of Texas.
Yes,
but it's one of the largest gas stations in the US, and it actually has a huge area to barbecue and all kinds of stuff. And we have one right next to Pensacola. So it's a perfect stop in between New Orleans and Pensacola.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I have seen that and heard it, and that's made me want to go just for that.
Yes, it's perfect.
Excellent. Anyway, we digress. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey, it's great. Good things to know about Pensacola. And then let me show you a little taste of what Pensacola has to offer for our beaches. As you can see, we have some beautiful beaches here in Pensacola. They are wide open, emerald green, crystal clear, and white sandy beaches. This sand is so soft and it actually stays cool. So you don't have to worry about getting hot when you're walking on the beach barefoot. It is crystal clear, so you can see miles out of crystal clear water. You can see fishes just swimming through, dolphins, but this is just one of our beaches. So we have two beaches, Pensacola Beach and Perdido Key, both offering wide open beaches, but also state parks and national parks. But we also have every amenity that you can think of on our beaches for you, whether it's chairs, paddleboards, kayaks, all of that is very easily available in both beaches.
Excellent.
One great thing about Pensacola is we do have a lot of eco adventure in Pensacola, whether you want to do snorkeling or diving. We are home to the USS Oriskany, which is the largest artificial reef in the world. So it is a bucket list dive, but we're also going to have close proximity to the SS United States, which will be dropped about right near the SS Oriskany. So if you ever have any divers that are interested in doing some dive holidays, this would be a great vacation. Fishing, we have a lot of fishing available in Pensacola, whether you want to go onshore or offshore fishing. It's a great activity for the family, but we also encourage divers to come over and experience some culture by doing some local lionfish diving as well. And you can lionfish dive, and then you can have that actually cooked for you. So it's a really cool local cultural experience. And then we also have dolphin tours here in Pensacola. There is no You can't go to a park and visit them, but you can get on a dolphin boat and you can see tons of them jumping out of the water. And my favorite time to see dolphins is either in the mornings or in the afternoon. During the daytime, I would not recommend that. I would definitely think about going early morning or late afternoon around sunset, and that is the key time to see the most dolphins.
Okay. And is
Sailboat,
that year round, Kaya, or is there a better
yeah, the
season
dolphins
for it?
are
Or
year round here. The
okay,
dolphin boats only go out until it's cold. So they probably January, February, sometimes it gets a little chilly here.
right.
And so that's when they usually won't go out on the boats.
But generally year
And
round.
that's it.
Okay,
But
cool.
generally they are running year round.
Excellent.
Some great sailboat charters available, but also we have the a lot of bird watching in Perdido Key State Park. It is a great area to see all different types of nature, whether you want to go hiking, biking, or just walking through the really cool trails that we have all throughout Pensacola. But we cannot not touch on the fact that we are America's first settlement, settled in 1559. We are very proud of that. We found that out about 15 years ago when we had some archaeologists dive down in our Pensacola Bay, and they were able to find a Spanish ship that dated us back to 1559. So that makes us America's first settlement before St. Augustine. So we are very proud of that, and we want everybody to know. But also with that history, we have a lot of other history here in Pensacola. We have 4 different historic forts that you can actually tour: Fort Pickens, Fort Barrancas, Fort Morgan, as well as Fort McRae and Fort George. But we also have the historic Pensacola area that encompasses over 30 different properties, and you can go through about 12 of those different properties. But other than that, they have some really cool where they're reenacting a lot of things that were done back in Pensacola, where they were making food or just showing you how they lived cultural wise. So it's really cool. But the one thing we cannot not leave out is the fact that we are the home to the largest naval aviation museum in the country. The second largest in the world. And you can definitely do tours there. We have some great tours available. And for all of our international tourists, what we do is we go ahead and send you to their tour company and fill out a piece of paper ahead of time to make sure everything is easy breezy when you go onto the base. So we will get you all, yes, and we have all that information on our website, and so we can equip you with all the resources that you need. And then another great thing about Pensacola is we have the Pensacola Pass, which is a deemed on the railroad, Freedom of Railroad
Okay.
pass. Yes. So if you want to see that, you have to get on the ferry to get to that and see that location, because that's next to Fort Pickens. But we actually have a historian that will tell you all about that, which is really cool. But don't forget, we are America's first settlement in 1559. That's a great fact to remember. All right. One great thing about Pensacola is we are Festival City of the South. We love to have festivals all year round here in Pensacola. And yes, you can. One thing you should definitely know about Pensacola is we are so close to New Orleans that we carry a lot of that in our hearts. You will see that in the cultural, you'll see that in the architecture, you'll see that in the food, you'll see that in the vibe, and you will see that in our food. So we are New Orleans Beach. And which is a great thing here. But one thing we do carry here is Mardi Gras. So we have Mardi Gras on the beach. It's fun. It's great. We have some very family-friendly parades that you can attend. And then we also have Blue Angels. Blue Angels fly March through November, practicing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if you want to have a free show anywhere on the beach, I definitely recommend in between those times if you would like to see the Blue Angels flying. But other than that, we have some great festivals, whether that's the Gulf Coast Arts Festival, Foo Festival, which is 12 days of arts in Pensacola. And then if you really want to experience our culture, try coming for the Pensacola Jazz Fest or the Crawfish Festival. Some great festivals in the downtown area. I would highly recommend trying. Food festivals are always my favorite. You get
Yeah,
to try all the
yeah,
great food, but you'll see art and lots of great entertainment all at one time. So I recommend definitely coming for some of those.
yeah. Well, given that I'm generally led by my stomach, I think I'd agree with you there. And so looking at this list, I think I'm going to be visiting you in February for Mardi Gras, April for the Jazz Fest, May for the Crawfish. Got to do one of the Blue Angels, and I'm back in September for the Seafood Festival as well. So you'll be sick of the sight of me.
No, I love it. We can't wait for you to come over and hang out with us. We might put you on a float on Mardi Gras. Better
Oh, there
watch
we go.
out.
I'm there. I'm there. I'll see you in
Uh,
February.
um, and Pensacola and food. I love food so much, and I love the culture that we have here. We have so many culinary experiences here in Pensacola. And one great thing about Pensacola is we thrive off not having a lot of franchise restaurants. We have a lot of local chefs that have great restaurants through Pensacola, whether they're on the beach, downtown, or in an old historic building. But you get all types of experiences here, and you're going to taste all different types of flavors. But one of the things that you will see in our cuisines is going to be Spanish, French, and Creole, and a lot of Southern. We have a lot of Southern food down here, whether it's fried chicken, some great fried chicken, I highly recommend. But some of the other dishes I do recommend trying here are going to be the shrimp and grits. And we have some great oysters baked all different types of ways, po' boys, crab cakes. This place is a place to try a lot of seafood because we are right on the Gulf and you'll get all the fresh seafood. We have fresh seafood sent to our restaurants every single day. And we have over 350 locally owned restaurants here in Pensacola. Some are some very award-winning chefs. We just had a Michelin star. It's not
Excellent.
it plated restaurant, which is really cool. And they're actually in a historic hospital, which is kind of creepy, but really
Okay.
cool. And the place is awesome.
Yeah.
But Pensacola has so many different cultural cuisines to try in so many different locations, whether you want to be on a balcony in the downtown area or you can be on the beach sitting right on the sand enjoying some great bushwhackers or oh yeah, okay, so we can't forget to talk about bushwhackers. Bushwhackers are Pensacola's adult chocolate milkshakes. So we
Okay.
actually have a
So,
bushwhacker trail here
okay.
and you need to try the Bushwhacker Trail. So it's 3 different locations. Try all the different bushwhackers, and I only recommend 3 a day at the most, and a day means water is in between.
Okay. Yeah, and I really
Good
like
tip.
that. And I think to make that point about, not having the franchise restaurants and, it's lots of locally owned restaurants and stuff like that. And there's a lot to be said with a destination when you're genuinely getting the opportunity to vibe with the locals and hang out with the locals. And that to me is what then is your uniqueness, your USP that nobody can replicate because it's your locals and your people who are indigenous to that area that just, really make it.
You're right,
Yeah.
though. You are right.
Yeah.
And in the restaurants here, you will definitely sit next to a couple locals,
Mm.
and they will definitely engage with you and tell you what all the great food is and definitely what not to not try. So they will tell you
Excellent.
what are the best menu items.
Excellent.
Um, right. And a lot of things everyone also has to know where to go with kids, right? The best places to eat with kids are right on the beach. Flounders, Peg Leg Pete's. We also have
Mhm.
Orr House, Crab Trap, Redfish, Bluefish, and Lagunas. And all of those places have a playground attached to it. And I think it's very important to know those locations because you need to enjoy your time as well as they need to enjoy their time. And you need to also enjoy the food as well. So those
Sure.
are the locations I highly recommend if they are planning a holiday with kids.
Excellent.
Some must-try foods. This is my recommendations of foods. So we have some great local restaurants, and we'll send these on to Nigel, and Nigel will share all this information with everybody. But you cannot go without trying the snapper collar at Pearl and Harm, the shrimp and grits at the Fish House, the garbage burger. I know it's kind of weird, but it is. If you have a boy or some guys that really want to try something totally different in Florida, then this is it. And then we also have the grouper piccata from the Grand Marlin, and you cannot go without trying some boiled crawfish here in Pensacola. But those are the things I highly recommend trying at some great locally owned restaurants throughout the destination. And those are all over Pensacola, whether you're in Perdido Key, Pensacola Beach, or downtown.
Kaya, you've got to tell me what the garbage burger is. Sorry, the curiosity's killing me.
So it's literally everything on top of a burger that you can think
Wow.
of piled up high. And then it's actually topped off with ice cream and
What?
gold flakes at the very top. Yes, it's got eggs on it, bacon. I mean, everything you can think of in a restaurant on one burger. And people
Fantastic.
actually eat this.
Wow. I'm going to have to
Yeah,
Google that as we go to see an image of that after we are off this webinar. That sounds weirdly fantastic.
I know you need to. You need to. And it's basically if you eat the whole thing, they'll pay for it.
Oh,
So,
wow. Right. Okay.
mhm.
Sounds like a challenge.
Hey, when you come to Pensacola in February for Mardi Gras, we're going to put you there too.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Some great adventures in Pensacola, some outdoor experiences I'd love to highlight. The dolphin tours, fishing. We also have some great kayaking through Big Lagoon State Park. And then glow paddle. Glow paddle's a great activity to do at night. So at night, it's basically kayaking in a clear kayak with glowing lights underneath you, so you can actually see everything that's swimming below you at nighttime in
Sounds
a
really cool.
lagoon. So it's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then we also want to talk about all the hiking and biking and paddle boarding that we have in the area. And then downtown is so vibrant and walkable. We have some great parks all throughout the downtown area and all waterfront. So whether you just want to stroll through the downtown historic area and check out the parks and look at some art, it's a great location just to stroll through.
Sounds good.
All right. Some other outdoor family-friendly activities we like to highlight are sailboating, camping. We have some great camping, camp parks, but then also kayaking, paddleboarding, jet skiing, and sailboating. And we also have a lot of these activities directly on the beaches. And if you need help booking, we can always refer you to a great partner to work with.
And Kaya, just one quick question. In terms of like, like the proximity of, say, like downtown to the beaches, what sort of distances are we talking? How quickly can you get from one to the other?
Very quickly, actually. So downtown Pensacola to Pensacola Beach is about 15 minutes if you
Okay.
go by car. Now, we also have a ferry that goes from downtown Pensacola to Pensacola Beach and to Fort Pickens. And that is about 45 minutes each leg, but that's only because you're really going through the scenic views. And I like to say
Sure.
you get to do a dolphin tour and all of that all
Right.
in one.
I'm with you.
And then that way you never really actually need a car.
Mhm.
But we do have Uber and all of that
Sure.
available as well. And then if you go to Perdido Key is a little bit farther of a beach, and that's about 45 minutes from the downtown area.
Right.
But also from the airport to downtown is about 15 minutes, and then to the beach it's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Okay. That's good to
Very
know.
easy, and actually not a lot of traffic here in Pensacola at all.
Perfect. Thank you.
One hotel I do love to highlight for especially family friendly hotels is Holiday Inn Pensacola Beach Resort. It's a great resort. It's got all of the amenities, but it also has pirates and mermaids in the pool all year round. And so they're always having fun with the kids. But they also are connected to 3 other hotels that you have access to if you'd like to do a resort pass and go to all the different uh, lazy rivers and wave pools and all of that are available.
Okay.
We also have some great eco-friendly hotels, the Pensacola Beach Resorts. We also have the Holiday Inn Resort also, and then we also have one, the Hampton Inn Pensacola Beach Resort. We have a few other ones downtown as well, but they're just really focusing on making sure that they're just trying to do eco-friendly activities throughout the property. But we also have some great properties right on Pensacola Beach, Hilton, Pensacola Beach, the Fairfield Inn Pensacola Beach, which is brand new, about a year old. And please do not judge Fairfield Inn by Fairfield Inn because it is almost like a resort.
Right.
It's
Okay.
not really a Fairfield Inn. It actually looks more like Holiday Inn Resort Pensacola Beach. It's got a huge lazy river and 2 pools. And then it also has a cool little beach restaurant right on the beach. And all of these hotels are in about a 2-minute walking distance to all the live entertainment, restaurants, dining, everything you need. So if you're staying on Pensacola Beach at a hotel, it's super walkable and you really don't need a car because
Right.
everything is right there in your fingertips.
Sounds good.
All right. Lastly, I'd like to end with a video of Pensacola to give you a little taste of what we have to offer.
Excellent. Excellent. I like that. The way to beach. And I love the little
Yes.
inserts on that in terms of the indulgent way to beach, the chill way to beach. No, that is good. Nice video.
So many ways to
Excellent.
beach here in Pensacola, so many ways to enjoy everything that we have here. And we invite everybody here in the destination to enjoy it. One thing I'd love to say is if you do book anyone in the destination, please let us know so we can drop off a welcome bag off to their hotel and so that they can be full of all the amenity or all the things that they need to enjoy our beaches.
Excellent, wonderful. And I think the next slide has got your contact details. Is that correct? Yeah, there we go. And actually, I was going to say, I don't know about anybody else. I really liked the music in the video, so I decided to Shazam it. So if anybody's interested, the song is called Sunny Days by Razbug, Razberg, Razburg. In case anybody's interested. I love my music, so it caught me. So
I know I always
thank
have
you.
to dance to it.
I know. I was definitely nodding. Yeah. So Kaya, am I right that you said off before we came online that if England win the World Cup, we're going to get an all expenses paid fam trip to Pensacola? Is that right? Or did I imagine that?
I think you imagined that a
I
little
just,
bit.
Right,
I
imagine that, Nigel.
yeah, I did that. I'm absolutely just playing. I did wishful thinking. I'm not even sure we're going to get past Argentina tonight. No, I'm just absolutely razzing you.
God, that's
So
gonna be
no
such a
problem at
game.
all. I know, right? Okay, so now I think we're going to get to, unless let me just double check. Is there anybody that's got any questions at all? Thank you for that, Kaya. That was a really
You're
brilliant
welcome.
presentation. Has anybody got any questions? If not, I think we're going to go to the question to win the goodie bag. So it will be the fastest correct answer in the chat room. So get fingers at the ready. And let's just get the chat up here. So over to you, Kaya, for the question.
All right. The question is, what year was Pensacola first discovered? Dang,
Look at
that
that.
was
You're
quick.
getting people replying before you'd even finish the question. Oh my God. Every single person is correct. But Jeff was fastest fingers. Congratulations, Jeff. If you can leave us your email address, Jeff, in the chat room, and Becky will
I'll
get
sort
the goodie bag over to you. So no, thank you. It was, yeah, everybody. I could see the the dots going before you'd even finish the question. Oh, there we go. But look, at the risk of sounding cheesy, everybody's a winner because you're all going into the draw for our quarterly prize of £150 Stuba vouchers. So everybody's a winner. I'm sounding like a cheesy radio DJ there, but never mind. Listen, unless there are any other questions, so just to let folks know, this is being recorded and we will send the recording over to you. So you'll have all Kaya's details and Becky's details as well, and all the information that you need there. So it's just time to say thank you to Kaya for joining us all the way from Florida, and also to Becky, who's in the UK, and we've got Jeff at Colchester Travel. Thank you, Jeff. Well done. And thank you to all our agents for taking time out of their busy day and joining us this afternoon. It really is a Florida gem, and I think if you've got repeat Florida visitors that are looking for something different, this definitely is right up there, should absolutely be on their itinerary, but not just for a Florida itinerary, including the areas of the Deep South that we've mentioned as well, with the close proximity to places like New Orleans as well. So you're welcome. We've got a comment here from Terry. Thank you, Terry. Said that something he'd never heard of before, but it looks great. So that's good to know. And then Jeff, thank you, Jeff. Definitely one to think about, especially at the end of a touring holiday. Yes, absolutely, Jeff. You've hit the nail on the head there. So perfect. So unless there are any other questions, no, I think we're okay. Just thank you again, Kaya. Thank you, Becky, and thank you to all our agents for taking time out of their busy day. And just make sure you put Pensacola in that itinerary for your clients. And sorry, I should just say all the hotels are available on stuba.com.
Thank you,
All right,
everyone.
guys. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.